Hello and welcome to the Devil Cyborg podcast. It's a brand new podcast where it's less of a podcast where I talk, it's more of a talk show interview type of deal. And today we have a very special guest to kick off this series of podcasts. He is the current predictions champion in the Internet Wrestling Discord, as well as #1 contenders to the tag titles, one of the Internet Wrestling Discord originals, if I do say so myself. A great personality, and I'm happy for him to be my first guest. Please welcome Condo.
Hello.
Hello, Condo. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm just happy to be here, you know?
You're the first ever guest on this podcast. It may be short-lived, but hey-ho.
Hey, I mean, if I'm the only ever guest, I'm happy.
I mean, that's like a fact you can put on your Wikipedia page. Like, Condo, the only ever guest on the Devil Cyborg podcast.
I can put that on my CV, man. I'm gonna get hired at McDonald's.
Like, oh shit, you're on the Devil Cyborg podcast? Hired.
Damn, I'm gonna look that up, and they're gonna hear me like just talking about wrestling. They're gonna hear me say like the word. What's something that can get you fired from your job?
Probably a picture of bananas with cum sluts. Basically, I think that's one.
Listen here, cum slut. That's what I'm saying to you, my my future employer.
Yeah. But I'm just going to have a talk to you today, just describe this quick. I'm just going to have a talk to you today, ask you loads of questions, and just get to know you and help the audience get to know you, of course. The audience of probably like 10 people, but you never know.
Pretty much. Did we have like a nice musical intro? I couldn't hear it.
I was playing a nice musical intro, yes. However, it's on my PC and it's magical. The magic of editing.
Listening to the podcast. With a bunch of jerks. And then, like, Angel comes in and is like, oh, it's terrible. Halfway through.
Pretty much.
Okay, good.
So, yeah. How's life in general at the moment?
Oh, it's fucking terrible.
Fucking how come?
I got my big exams this year,
yeah.
so, like, I should probably be, like, studying right now or something.
But you're on the... But instead you're on the Devil Cyborg podcast, yeah.
Yeah. I think I know how to spend my time better than, like some teacher, some authority figure going to tell me how to do it. Fucking parents. Excuse me, I'm a big boy now, huh?
Big boy, 18 years old, yeah. You're an adult now.
I know how to live my life. I'm planning my future, looking at a fucking wrestling schools in The Hague in Holland. Looking at yeah.
You're looking into wrestling schools?
Well, I mean, I am, but like, because I mean, what is my biggest passion in life, and that's wrestling. Like, what I mean, if someone asks me what I'm going to do in college, I'm going to tell them like biochemistry or like pharmaceuticals or some shit, just because that's something that I'm fairly good at and something that it's easy to get a job in. But man, like, it just doesn't make me happy like wrestling does. I'm like. All right, I realize if I'm skinny as shit, I'm a fucking broomstick over here.
Yeah.
If I go and try out for wrestling school, what's going to happen? Like, I probably won't even get in, and that's okay. Like, and if I do, and I fuck it up, I mean, again, I have that in me to know that, like, all right, I can go home, I can fucking practice and practice and practice and try again. And if it just nothing ever comes from it, at least... then, I'm not going to be on my fucking... Yeah, I'd never tried.
Because I remember I was watching a documentary recently called Pinfu. It was by Cultaholic's Adam Pacitti. But basically what he did was, for 30 days, you know how he's basically really skinny and, like, kind of not very fit, like, or bulky?
I'm aware.
Basically, for 30 days, what he did was he basically went on to dietary, like, exercise, and basically he tried to prepare for a Royal Rumble match, like I think it was a 10-man Royal Rumble match, in 30 days, just trying to, like, build himself up, and it was quite a good watch, and I think if you put effort into it, I think you'd be able to do it.
I mean, like, yeah, I've never even heard of this, but it sounds like something that could definitely be for me. Like, because I mean, what the nearest wrestling school to me right now here in Ireland is like fucking 5 hours away or something, man. You got like
Jeez.
one in Dublin, you got one in Cork, and then I think there's one in Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland. It's just because that's where fucking Finn Balor's
Yeah.
from, so everyone's. Other than that, you got no options, man. And I don't want to move to one of the big cities to go to college because I would die.
Yeah.
So I'm off to Holland then.
just off to Holland. I'm off. See you later.
I mean, like, what if I had a choice? I mean, I don't know what the indie wrestling scene in England is like, but like in America, you know, you got a pro wrestling school in like every town. Like you can't go more than 10 minutes without being near one. Like in Canada as well.
I think in England there are quite a bit of wrestling schools about, like, and I know the British indie scene is very, very healthy right now. I would go wrestling school, however, I think I've kind of set myself up for this whole career in like computer science, so I'm just kind of sticking to that right now instead of like drifting off really.
Ew. What do you have, like direction in life?
Have, like, I'm one of those rare cases where I do have direction in life. Yeah.
Ew. Can't imagine what that's like.
But yeah, you want to like you want to travel and like, so you say Holland. Why do you want to go to Holland so much?
Well, I mean, where else am we fucking gonna go? Plan A is don't don't go to Ireland, don't go to England. Those places fucking suck. Hate them both.
Yeah.
Full offense. Offense intended.
Wait, do you hate Ireland because it's you think it's a shit country, and you think England's shit because of how Ireland views it?
No, honestly, just the education systems in both of those countries is fucked. In terms of like, you're way better off in mainland Europe.
I mean, you're right. I mean, education right now is very expensive. I mean, if you look at me right now, England, £9,250 a year for tuition. Lovely.
I would rather die.
Yeah, pretty much.
In the Netherlands, it's 2,000 a year, and so you're doing a 5-year course. That's 10 grand. They would give you that 10 grand. The Dutch government give you that in a loan that you have 35 years to pay off. So that's that's nothing to me. Yeah, 35 years is a fucking long time, man.
Yeah.
It's
you could be dead in 35 years. I mean, that's quite morbid, but
yeah, it's true. I could be dead in 3 minutes. You don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird world, basically.
So it's definitely not free education. 10 grand is quite a bit, but in 35 years' time, that's going to be the least of my worries.
And what would you want to what would you want to study at like a university and all that stuff?
Well, I mean, again, like I've said, just like sciences. I'm good at sciences, but they're not enjoyable, and there's really nothing else I can do. Like computer sciences, I'm fucking terrible at. I don't own a computer. I know how to turn them on. Yeah, and that's basically. Outside of that, what else are like literature or like fucking journalism? I can't write to save my life.
I remember I did like this student caller job for a while, and I was talking to some people, and I talked to one person, and he said that he chose to do, I think it was like American Studies, because he didn't want to do something which would like help his thing in the future. He just wanted to do something that he found fun. Like
I mean, I can respect that, but at the same time, I'm not going to go for like a philosophy course or something, man. Like,
I wouldn't suggest a philosophy course. I did that.
So I mean,
I'm sorry. You go.
What did you do? English?
Oh, what, for my university course? Or,
yeah.
Oh, I'm doing computer science right now. I'm still in university.
Oh, hell yeah.
18, boys.
Way.
Hey.
You're like barely a couple months older than me. How does that feel?
That is weird, yeah. I remember I had a friend when I was a child who was like born in like December or something, and we basically grew apart because we were in like different year groups basically.
Now you've been married for 4 years.
Yeah, that would be the stereotypical thing. Just like we were friends when children, and then we grew apart, and then we're back again. So, you know.
And here's our kid. Buy our story.
Jesus.
Now on Lifetime.
Now on TLC. Jeez.
Oh god. What, tables, ladders, and chairs?
No, the Learning Channel. Strangely enough.
Ew.
Have you ever watched the TLC channel?
Do we get that on Sky?
I think you do. Yes. It's basically like it's got like toddlers and tiaras, 16 and pregnant.
Oh.
Say yes to the dress, all that stuff.
No.
The hilarious thing is called the Learning Channel.
Yeah, you learn how to not fuck up your life, like they have.
You make complete sense. Jesus. Oh, it's also got my weird addiction and all that, whatever it's called.
Oh, like the people who eat mattresses and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've seen a bit of that. Or like the woman who like just likes to nibble on her dead husband's ashes every so often.
I haven't heard of that one. Jesus.
We can all relate to that.
Yeah. We all need a bit of time to just nibble on some ashes, you know?
Of your deceased spouse.
Yeah, your deceased spouse's ashes. No one else's, just your deceased spouse.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if it was anyone else, it'd be weird.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, I don't think I've ever told the story, but like when I've just moved into this new house, after like 10 years of living in this tiny fucking village, and we bought it off this old man who was like fucking 90 years old. We're like fairly sure he was growing drugs in here, and we thought it was weird that he was living here for so long by himself. And when we moved in, we found his wife's urn.
Oh, he left his wife's urn?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Man, it was fucking weird.
Did you track him down and be like, hey, you left your wife here? Something like that.
No, we couldn't find him. We don't know where the fuck he went.
Well, this seems like a weird question. What do you do with the ashes? That's not a good story. We may or may not have put them in the recycling bin. Oh my Jesus.
Am I a bad person?
I don't know. That's the real answer. I don't know.
Oh man, just play this. Get the soundtrack. Just get the soundboard. Play the Seinfeld theme.
Oh Jesus!
That dead woman. We threw her away.
Oh Jesus!
My peaches are already. They're growing.
Instead of resurrecting her, you recycled her. Lovely.
Yeah, she's gonna come back as like a glass bottle or something.
Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna switch the topic here quick before we go way too deep into the recycling of ashes, basically. Let's talk a bit about wrestling right now.
Hell yeah.
Because you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you?
I'm a big fan of wrestling. Yeah, I love a bit of big wrestling.
How do you feel about the storylines on Raw and SmackDown right now?
I am loving what they're doing with the women's division, man.
Ah, so you're liking that they're using the same thing on both shows?
Well, okay. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe a bit of like spacing between the two would have been better, but they keep okay. Well, what's going on with Daniel Bryan right now, man? He's saying he's kind of sympathizing with the heels, with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
And when he's asked about the recent occurrences with the Riot Squad, as they're now named, he just kind of smirks and says he has no comment. I feel like the two groups are somewhat related, and then both groups are related to D-Ry somehow.
It is.
And I feel like
it is like
when it comes out when it comes out what's actually going on, it's going to be a big fucking shock, man. I'm gonna say, hey, I told you so.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about a heel Daniel Bryan though. That's the thing.
You'd love it. Come on, we could pull it off.
I mean, he did do the no character and all, and the AJ Lee, hey, marry me, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, his match against Sheamus.
Lovely. 18
Hell
seconds.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also quite enjoyed the match between Asuka and Dana Brooke on this week's Raw.
I did like the Asuka armbar. It was very neat. If I say so
How
myself.
long did it last? About like less than 3 seconds, I'm gonna say.
I think it was like the quickest match in Raw history or something like that, which ended submission or something. It was very, very quick.
It was well done. Hats off to everyone involved.
Yeah, I mean, Asuka pulling off the move was great, but Dana able to sell it like mad. Like if you did that with Emma or something, like maybe she wouldn't have done. Dana just goes full into it, just the whole flip, and I think that was pretty good.
I also want to like pay my respects real quick to our fallen bros, our hype bros.
Oh yeah, the Hyperos. Oh, of course, it's Thursday. We can talk about spoilers by IWD rules. Of course, Zack Ryder.
I mean, we can put some kind of spoiler warning on this thing just in case.
Spoilers, quick.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
So Zack Ryder basically got beaten up by the armbar winner.
The armbar winner.
Yeah, so the people on Squared Circle call it the armbar instead of the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial, whatever the thing is called, because I think it was Andre Rousimov Memorial Battle Royal, but they use BA for battle and all that stuff, and it's just an easier acronym, really.
Oh, is it actually? That's actually really cool.
Yeah, so Andre A. Rousimov R, that's Andre the Giant's actual name. And then Memorial and Battle BA Royale R. I just think it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's happened.
I thought you were talking about that you got too much Asuka stuck in your head.
Oh, yeah, way too much Asuka in my head, yeah. But yeah, so Mojo Raw seems to now actually have direction after beating up Zack Ryder.
Which is good, because I mean, I assumed 100% that it was going to be face Mojo heel Zack.
I didn't know what to feel.
I mean, I'm happy. Even wrong. I'd love to see Mojo do good work as a heel.
Because I think, can you put Zack Ryder as a heel? That's the thing, because he's the internet champion, the fan favorite.
I think Zack would be a lot easier to make a heel than Mojo, man. Mojo is like constantly like shaking kids' hands and like teaching them how to read and shit.
Yeah. Zack
was the ultimate babyface.
See, Zack kind of has a reason to turn heel, but it's kind of like the same thing as like Sami Zayn and all that, because he's been in the company for over 10 years now, and what happens?
He's just
basically at the peak of his push, he basically just got demolished by John Cena.
And then he won the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania.
The 24 hours. They were bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking who was that, man?
It was
hats off to them.
It was a weird thing, but I think what was supposed to happen, I think, was WrestleMania 32. Like, I think Neville was supposed to be in it, but because of injury, they replaced him with Sin Cara and someone else. They literally replaced one person with two people, because that's how good Neville is.
Great. Well, what are they going to replace him on 205 Live now? They're going to replace him with, what, fucking Hideo Itami?
I mean, pretty much. I mean, they've got tons of people in NXT who's basically under 205, and it's like, we don't really have many creative plans, so we're just going to hop you onto 205.
I really appreciate the fact that for the longest time they've been booking Alistar Black, or they've been billing him at 205 pounds, and now they've started saying that he's 215.
Yeah.
Which means he's definitely not going to 205 Live. Which means
imagine Alistar Black on 205 Live, though.
That would be, he'd be incredibly underutilized.
It basically all he'd do every week is interrupt a Drew Gulak PowerPoint presentation.
And kick his head off.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't see anyone on 205 Live being a realistic threat to Alistar Black. That's how like good his booking is on NXT. They bill him as this monster.
Definitely, yeah.
Someone, all right, no. Every undefeated streak has to come to an end. Who do you think is going to end it for Alistar? For our boy Tommy End?
Jeez. I'm going to say Gargano.
I'm going to say you're crazy.
I'm going to say Alistar probably will turn heel.
I mean, he's already... no, man, I can't fucking... Alright, no. He'd be great as a heel, but Gargano, of all people...
I think Gargano is currently in storyline, like, he can't get it when he's getting too distracted, and I think they're going to build, like, the build-up of Johnny actually being able to come back and be, like, the main event player that he should have been on NXT, and he's going to defeat Alistar Black in the main event of NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, and win the NXT Championship.
God damn. Alright, well, who did Black win it from, then?
Black wins it from Olmas around about a few months back from Brooklyn.
And that, well, I mean, Drew would be back by this point, surely. What's he doing?
Drew's coming back in April, which would be like a pay-per-view before Brooklyn 4. Oh no, 2 pay-per-views because they had Chicago in between. With Drew, I think they're just going to hotshot him straight back to the main roster, in honesty. I
could see it, I suppose.
Because I remember someone typing on the IWD saying, like, imagine if, like, Vince put all his money and, like, work into building up Roman only for his true chosen one, Drew McIntyre, to defeat him.
Yes.
I'd pop for that, basically. I'd pop very hard.
Oh, you would. You'd fucking explode.
Especially if he just comes back with Broken Dreams.
Oh, they teased it as well.
Yeah.
Which paper? Brooklyn... Yeah, it was Brooklyn 3.
Yeah.
Where he faced...
It was the promo package, and they played, like, lines from it in the hype package, yeah. That was a little fun moment of it all.
It's raining here, and I've got a plastic ceiling. I don't know if you can hear that.
I can't hear it, so your phone must be really good at isolating sounds.
Edit that out.
just edit that out, you know? It's like, dude, this is live. And it's like, wait, what? No, it's not live. If it was live, then this would be awfully managed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to quickly try...
That's the greatest Psycho Sid promo of all time, though.
Jesus. I'm going to quickly transition...
Why?
Jesus Christ. I keep trying to do it and you keep cutting me off. Jesus.
No, go ahead. I'm going to be quiet.
Okay, I'm going to transition into something new. A new segment right here. I say it's new.
Hey, I'm cutting you off.
What is your favourite match of all time?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I'm a huge fan of triple threats.
Triple threats.
I think really, it's a shame that they don't do them more in like New Japan and stuff these days, because I honestly just think triple threats are like the best way of telling a story in the ring.
What's your favourite triple threat match?
It's a toss-up. It's a tie between either Rollins, Cena, Lesnar at Royal Rumble 15.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or DIY, Revival, and Authors of Pain at Brooklyn 2, I want to say.
I think it was. No. Ooh, I don't remember. I don't remember.
In any case, that match just fucking blew my tits off when I saw it.
Yeah.
That match is fantastic.
Didn't Authors of Pain win that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, you saw that coming.
Authors of Pain won, and then it also had that moment at the end of the match, I think. If I'm correct, yeah.
That moment.
That moment.
You know what moment?
Crying Gargano moment, yes. Not great.
And I mean, honestly, like, Alistar Black and Velveteen Dream is up there, man. Like, that might contender for my favorite singles match of all time. But
I love that match as well, in honesty.
Macho Man versus Steamboat at WrestleMania 3.
Yep, that's a really good one.
Right up there. It was one I was thinking of. Oh, well, obviously, as mentioned earlier, Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus.
Oh yeah, 18 seconds, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of your favourite wrestling matches of all time.
And where Bob Backlund lost his championship in was it 8 seconds?
Jesus.
That match is great.
Are you a fan of squash matches then?
King Kong Bundy versus SD Jones
Jesus.
at WrestleMania 1, I believe.
Jesus.
The Junkyard Dog versus Moondog Spot at the Wrestling Classic.
Are you just mentioning like the shortest matches of all time right now?
I don't think that was one of the shortest matches.
Oh,
but
are these actually matches that you loved?
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm
fair
just trying to
enough.
think of matches.
Fair enough. A quick question.
Like Moondog Spot versus Junkyard Dog was the match where it got -5 stars from
Jesus.
Dave Meltzer, which means it's gonna be good because there was no ref. Like the ref just didn't show up.
What?
So Junkyard Dog counted his own pin, and they allowed it.
Well, that's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it was fucking stupid.
Quick question: what's your match of the year so far? Because there's the possibility that AJ versus Jinder just blows the roof off. There's the possibility, but
that's a hard question.
Because you've mentioned that Black versus Dream NXT Takeover, the one we just had.
Dream is up there. New Day and Usos at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, that's one of my contenders for match of the year. Yeah.
What other pay-per-views were there this year? I feel like Neville had a fucking great match, but I can't remember which.
Was it Neville versus Austin Aries at WrestleMania?
No, it was one of his matches with Tozawa, I think.
Oh, SummerSlam?
I think the one on Raw might have been better, but the fact that I can't remember, it mustn't have been that good. Honestly, underrated one right now is Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher versus fucking Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann.
Oh yeah,
their no disqualification match that they had. That was fantastic.
I enjoyed that. Yeah.
And again, I know it's a fucking stupid one, but the main event of TLC.
Oh, no! I think that was just a fun match to watch. It wasn't technically sound, but it was fun.
It was so bad. It was such a mess, but it was such an entertaining mess.
Pretty much.
Whenever I watch pay-per-views, I watch it with two friends who aren't wrestling fans at all, and just seeing their reactions to that kind of shit, man, makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Like.
I did enjoy just Kane and the Kane and Braun infighting. That was always fun.
Kane's reaction when Braun gets up from the pile of chairs as if it's fucking nothing. That's okay. Well, here's a question for you. What moment in wrestling made you laugh the hardest?
Oh jeez, made me laugh the hardest. I mean, watching the final deletion from.
Oh, true. That was one of my very first introductions to wrestling, man.
How did you stay on to wrestling if that was your first? Jesus.
Because it was fucking amazing.
What else is there?
Because this week on SmackDown, I was kind of tuning out during all the Bobby Roode and Baron Corbin, back and forth, big banter. Because neither of those guys are really great on the mic.
Well, the good thing is that there was quite a funny moment between them where
Yep.
it was basically like, I challenge you to a match for your US championship. And he was just like, no, and just goes. It's beautiful.
The delivery and the comedic timing on that, because like I said, I wasn't really in it, and that just made me fucking burst out laughing, man.
Yeah.
No. And then he fucking runs away.
I think there are some matches where it's easier to just laugh at it and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, comedy matches aren't always bad, man.
Usos versus Breezango at Backlash or something like that. Don't remember, but that was a really good match.
Any Breezango segment. I
Mm.
mean, look at this week where they literally beat a dead horse.
Yeah. And they killed the Ascension.
They're so cool. They did, yeah. They're actually... Victor and Connor are actually dead.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I can't do any impressions of wrestlers. Undertaker. Like, I'm just a fucking nerd.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to quickly switch over to one of the last segments of this interview show. We've just hit the half-an-hour mark, or just over. It's a little IWD awards thing. I'm doing a little poll with every person, and I've got 4 awards lined up, which I want you to, truthfully and honestly, give a answer of a IWD member for each category. I might keep it to just only one person thing, but I don't know. So, in your opinion, who is the best member of the Internet Wrestling Discord?
That's a loaded question.
Start off big.
Alright, yeah, no, I mean, that is the broadest, vaguest question I've ever heard. Best member? Well, myself, clearly, but I won't count that. Because it's not favorite, it's best. Those are 2 very different things.
Like the best behaved, or like the person who brings the best content, I guess?
Who's the best boy?
Best boy, or best girl?
Well, could be.
And shit.
Well, I mean, I feel like I don't have much choice other than to say Gaw, right?
I mean, yeah, actually, Gaw has done a lot, so the owner is the best member. Woohoo.
Yeah, I mean, he has to be. He's the one who, like, keeps it from turning into fucking meme hell, like certain other wrestling Discord servers.
led by Redacted One.
I can't remember the name of it, but what's the name of the other shit one? Like, I'm not even going to dance around it. Let's just actually call them out, right?
Isn't the other one just called the Wrestling Discord?
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. At least we have an original name. Jesus.
If you're listening to this and you're on the Wrestling Discord, fuck you. I hate you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're dirt to me.
Alright.
You're fucking trash.
Alright, next category before you go on a full rant about another server.
I've never even been on it. I don't even know
Me neither.
About it. I'm just hopping on the bandwagon here, man.
Alright.
Go ahead. What's the next question you got for me?
Best friend in the Internet Wrestling Discord.
Trent Beretta.
On the Internet Wrestling Discord, Trent Beretta isn't on the server, I don't think.
You don't know that. I haven't watched that much Indies, man. Why
don't you just go for Chucky 2?
Who?
Chucky 2 is the best friends of Trent Beretta and Chucky 2. Why go for Trent? What's wrong with Chuck?
Fuck Chuck. Trent is the best friend. Chuck is named after a fucking shoe. Trent Beretta. No, I've only ever seen one NJPW pay-per-view, man, and that was the most recent Wrestle Kingdom, where Roppongi Vice challenged the Young Bucks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they had a good match, man. I've never seen much of Chuck Taylor. I think
he's like, that was his like New Japan Pro Wrestling debut, the current World Tag League, which is going on right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Winning a title in his debut. Fucking hell.
Not winning a title in his debut. He's in a tournament. But the winner of the tournament does get number one contendership to the tag titles. So.
Oh, Chucky T. Okay.
Yeah.
I forget what the question was. Best friend in Internet Wrestling Discord. It's got Big Hog, man.
Big Hog.
He's my bro. He's my Joe bro.
Yeah. I mean, you've ever since you made the Joe Bros because of your shared love of JoJo's whatever adventure. I forget the name. Oh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's it. I'm not good with anime. I'm not good with anime.
So you not a weeb?
I'm not a weeb. No, I'm not a weeb.
I think you have a weeb channel muted, you fucking nerd.
Yeah. All right. Next category.
Hey.
Next category.
You got any more?
Most likely to win a video game contest in the IWD.
You cut out. I did not hear that.
Oh, sorry. Most likely to win a video game contest in IWD.
Ooh, alright, let me go to the games channel and see who's active in there. Well, it depends. Is the video game Animal Crossing? If so, it's fucking me every time.
Can you do a contest on Animal Crossing?
Yes.
Who has the most bells? Who has the nicest thing?
If it's Osu, then it won't be Jake.
Ooh, shots. Luckily, I don't think Jake would even listen up to this point right now, so we're safe.
Alright, no, you gotta narrow it down a bit. What game is it? Because if it's Supercard, hitter is winning every time.
Jesus. Just a generic video game contest.
Like a fighting game?
No,
talking...
it could be anything.
It
could be like a tournament. It could be a tournament where every game is different, basically.
Oh, Jesus.
So, like, best all-rounder in video games, I guess.
Dark Nintendo guy has got video games, like, right in his name, man. It could be him.
Actually, yeah, I think I'd go for Chris. He finished Super Mario Odyssey, like, really quickly as well.
Wait, who?
Dark Nintendo guy, he finished Super Mario Odyssey, like, really quickly.
Dang.
Yeah. And finally, most likely to win an actual wrestling match.
Oh, that's difficult. Stego, I know, is training to be a wrestler, but who's got the size advantage? Who's it like? Jake is tall, but he's a skinny boy.
Yeah.
Maybe CM Dutch.
Dutch? Fair enough. Alright. And that is the awards for Condo. Condo has given out his little things, so now...
Like Shawn Michaels in Royal Rumble 95. I'm going to go all the way. I'm going to do it.
All the way.
It's gonna be
number 1 all the way to number 30. Oh no, now I need to have you... I need to have you as the 30th member of the 30th guest on the podcast now. Episode 30, Condo again.
Yeah, go for it.
Anyway, that is...
all the categories you got for me?
Oh, that's all 4 categories. If you can think of any more, then just DM them to me, because I think it's just a little nice addition. I
won't, I guarantee you.
Lovely. Anyway, thank you.
Internet Discord Wrestling. Internet Wrestling Discord.
Internet Wrestling.
I can't speak.
It's verbal dyslexia.
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
More
thanks.
like verbal diarrhea.
Verbal diarrhea, yeah. Well, thank you very much for being on the first episode of the Devil Cyborg podcast.
And remember, listen here, slut.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So long.
So long, farewell. I will see you, I'll see the podcast listeners next week when I have a new guest, but who knows who that is.
Alright, now do the musical outro.
Alright. Jesus, oh fuck. Okay, I've got the music intro going. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.